Hi, welcome to Create a Business, a London-based company that designs and builds websites from scratch or improves existing websites. SEO? Let us help get your website ranked in the Google search results. We also build apps and do social media marketing and management. We get your message across lots of platforms. We can take care of all of your marketing needs. Contact us on www.createabusiness.co.uk and we can provide a cost-effective and affordable solution for you and your budget. Let us take the time to do the work for you now so you become successful faster. Keep watching to see Shane quickly explain what SEO is and why you should do it.
Okay, so this is a quick run through SEO, search engine optimization. It's also known as Google ranking. Okay, so this is Google, and Google is a search engine. You type things into it to search, and it gives you results based on what it thinks is most relevant to what you're searching for. So we're going to try doing a search now. So we're going to try doing plumbers in East London. Now if I was looking for a plumber in East London, this is something that I might type into Google, so I'll press enter. Now quickly, just to explain what we're seeing here, so the first few entries where it says add, these are entries where these companies are paying to hold these positions. And every time you click on one of these companies, then they get charged. So the company gets charged every time you click. And what this is the pay-per-click or Google AdWords. But as soon as we get to this, where we no longer see the ad, these are the organic results. So we've typed in plumbers in East London, and Google thinks that this page is most relevant, then this page, then this page, then this page, then this page, and so on and so forth. Now we've got some ads at the bottom too, and we've also got some suggested related searches to what I've actually typed in. Now if I change this to plumber in East London, then sometimes the actual entries change and the order changes. So actually, depending on what you're typing in here, it will start to find results based on what you're typing, and sometimes it's not always the same. So some of these adverts will change, and now previously the top result was Yale, now this top result is My Builder. What we can do is we can actually find how many searches are taking place per month on average within Google for certain search terms. So we go into our keyword planner here, and we put plumbers in East London, and you can get really specific with this. So if we just say we only want to target England, I mean you can even target sort of cities and things like that, but we'll just do England. We'll save that, and we'll do English as the only language, and we'll get some ideas. So what this will do now is that this will tell you the volume trends based on the actual search that you've put into Google. So as we can see here, it gives you a rough range, the average monthly searches for all the ideas. So this is not just these words in this specific order, but it's a number of different suggestions they've given us. And it also tells us how many people are searching for this particular keyword, and if you were to use it as an advert, where we saw the ads previously, how much it cost per click every time someone clicks. And these are some of the other suggestions here. So there are suggestions, I mean some of these relate to North London, so it might not be as relevant, but emergency plumber East London has got maybe more potent. in terms of if someone's looking and typing in emergency, they may want services straight away. Not necessarily only the ones that are getting the highest results, but sometimes it's the ones that are more potent to the type of clientele or customers that you're actually looking for. SEO is great, and there is a lot of work involved in doing search engine optimization. To make Google understand that your website is relevant for certain searches or certain keywords. There's a lot of things that happen in the background: meta tagging, H1 headers, making sure that you've always got content that's unique on your site, making sure that your site's updated regularly, making sure there's a sitemap, making sure that the use of the content in your website is related to those search terms. How many other sites link to your website or recommend you, how long people stay on your site. So there are a number of different things that Google take into account when deciding whether a website is relevant for search terms or not. And it is constantly changing as well. They're always changing the algorithms, but generally speaking, as long as someone finds you because they're searching for something and it's what they were searching for, then the chances are that you'll be able to hold that position as long as you keep on updating it. Now, one important distinction that we like to make here in Create a Business is that although you might think that most people type in plumbers in East London, for example, if you've got an East London plumbing business, that might not be the case, because we can see here that plumbers in East London, and this is more of a detailed search. Before we were just showing the averages, but these are detailed searches that are taking place between a sort of average monthly searches within a year period. We can see plumbers in East London actually get 110 searches per month, but plumber East London gets more than double, so 260. So I guess as a company, what we do is we research also which keywords you should be targeting, because this equates to 150 more people searching. That if they find your business, that's 150 people more that would come across your business than if you just were focusing on plumbers in East London. So it's important to recognise that sometimes so emergency plumber East London is 70. And the idea behind it is that you want to start targeting keywords that will translate into business as soon as possible for you, or revenue as soon as possible. But also, if we had the choice between focusing on one keyword over another, and one had considerably more searches, then perhaps those are the keywords to target rather than the ones that you think that you should be typing into Google in the first place. So an important distinction to make is actually selecting which keywords to target in the first place is its own task, and that's where we get heavily involved to try and find out which keywords to target, and then we base the search engine optimization around those keywords, making sure that there's enough volume of searches. It does give us an idea of how many people are searching for certain types of keywords. So I hope that gives a good overview of how it works and what we can do. Okay, so now we know that if I am someone looking for a service, for instance, find a plumber in East London, what this is called is, these are the keywords or the keyword phrase that I'm typing into Google. Now, in order for you to be in the first 1, 2 or 3 pages, and usually people don't go past the first sort of 3 pages when they're looking for something or looking for a service, make sure that you're placed here, so your company is here for the right keywords, which could be a number of different keywords. You might want to find a plumber in East London, emergency plumbers East London, plumbing companies in East London, and you might want to appear within the first page for these keywords. Google ultimately is a search engine, and what they're trying to do is deliver the most relevant results based on what someone is typing in. So in order for something to be relevant, there are certain things that they will look for. How unique your content is, how your content is related to the actual term. When someone lands on your page, do they stay on your page? Do they find it relevant enough to stay on your page and interact with it? So there's a number of different things they look at, and in the background there's a lot of sort of coding work that's done as well on your actual website lots of blog posting, lots of content articles, and the idea is you want Google to understand that if someone types in a particular phrase here or keywords, then your company is relevant for those keywords. Now, as soon as you are relevant for these keywords and your company starts showing up here, all that means is that your shop window, which is your website, shows up. Now, the more people that are looking through your shop window may actually click on your actual website, and now you've got more chance of getting business from them simply because they know you exist. So SEO, or search engine optimization, is a way to make sure that your website is optimized in these search engines to make sure you appear in these results. And if you appear in these results, there is a chance that out of the 10 or 100 or thousands of people that are searching for these types of words in Google will see your company, and they will click on it. You've got more exposure now, and then obviously it depends on how good your website is and how engaging it is, or how many offers you have on it, to make sure that customer, user, visitor or client interacts with your website, and then there's some sort of call to action to make sure that they end up contacting you or paying for your services online. So that's a brief summary of search engine optimization. Generally speaking, it takes roughly between 4 to 6 months to get your company appearing for certain keywords, and that's a consistent effort to make sure that all the things are being done in the background. If there are companies out there that are saying that they can do it faster, it usually means that they're using methods which might not be right, in which case when Google finds out, then they will punish. So the idea here is to do it right, do it properly, and once you're there, then you have to carry on doing it to remain there, but hopefully that translates into enough business that it will mean that you want to stay in that position. So that's a brief summary of SEO, Google ranking, search engine optimization. We do other videos on how these things work, the pay-per-click campaigns, where you can immediately show in the top results by typing in certain keywords, but you do get charged every time someone actually clicks on your advert, whether they actually end up buying your services or product or not. So simply by clicking, you as a company or business get charged, but there are huge benefits in doing that as well, and even combining the strategies. But certainly SEO, or search engine optimization, is very powerful, because if any user clicks on these adverts, then you could get 100 clicks but you still won't be charged. You're organically holding these positions, or your position, and again, it might not only be for one certain type of keyword. You might want it over 4 or 5 different keywords, and altogether that may equate to 1,000 people traffic per month, and those 1,000 people traffic, maybe 10%, 20%, 30% come to your site, they interact, they may be engaged with your services, and hopefully it results in more business for you. If you have any questions, you can come in and see us. We've got offices in London. Our number's on the website as well, so you can contact us via the number, or just drop us an email at info@creativebusiness.co.uk. Thank you.